Good morning.
Good morning.
It is, I guess you could say it's our first full day, because we got here yesterday afternoon. Our first and only full day, but
Yeah.
we're here in the old town square, ready to start our little tour of Prague.
Yeah, we're going to do some sightseeing, see some famous spots and try to give you some Prague facts.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling very fragile.
I don't know if you can tell, we're also soaking wet, so you wouldn't believe it with the nice light sky behind us, but there was torrential downpours not about an hour ago, so we couldn't start filming until this point because it was awful. It started as drizzle and we're like, okay, yeah, this isn't bad, and then it just hit us, so we had to take shelter in a nice little cafe.
Yeah.
Food was nice. It was called Coffee and Waffles, and we had coffee and waffles. A dog just walked past, and there was a lady in the cafe, and Rick was like, that woman's got a cat in her bag, and the little cat was sticking its head out like the bag hole. So I was really excited about that, and then I was really excited about the dog just walked past my legs. So
Yeah.
oh my god, there's another dog, it's a corgi. Sorry. So yeah, the sun is coming out, let's hope it stays out. Let's start sightseeing.
Let's go sightseeing.
I have no idea what building this is. I like it though, I'm really impressed by the door. I think, you know what's been really nice? I don't know if it's because it's a Thursday or because of COVID or because it's February, but it just doesn't seem that busy. I mean, look, you can see there are little huts. They're not open yet. Whether they're open at this point or not, I don't know. There's the corgi I was talking about. It'd be silly to come here and not go and look at the astronomical clock. And as I was sort of researching it, I found a really interesting story about it as well.
So, we are showing you my facts. So there's 27 crosses.
There's actually 28, I counted.
Well, it's meant to be 27, I think.
Maybe they just got, you know, a bit happy with the decorating.
Yeah. But each of them is to represent the 27 lords that were killed in 1621, I think it was. I've been trying to find the reason why they were killed, but I haven't been able to yet. So, and we don't speak Czech, so we can't really read the memorial sign.
I guess you could use Google Translate, but we are extremely lazy.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though, because you found it because Richard likes a bit of dark tourism, like he likes reading about it. So he found that little snippet of information online, didn't you?
Yeah, and now I can't find it again. Since we last came a couple of years ago, it's just gone.
But, it's really impressive, isn't it?
I really like it. I don't know how you're meant to tell the time.
No, but it's got like star signs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we thought we'd get out of the way, because it's a bit windy, and also it being the astronomical clock that it is, people are taking a lot of pictures, naturally so.
Yeah. So we thought go to the side a bit so we could just have a little chat about it.
Yeah, it was something that we did really want to talk about because it's such an impressive site. And to be fair, because it's in the centre of Prague, you can't really miss it anyway, because if you come on a break like we are, you'll probably end up even just walking past it.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. And it was built in the 1400s, and it is the 4th oldest astronomical clock in the world, and it is the oldest working clock in the world. So yeah, it's really cool. And also I found a really interesting story online, and apparently it's cursed. Oh. So the person who made the clock, his name was Michaelis, I think it was, and I guess the councillors of Prague, he was this creator of the clock was getting approached by other countries to make them a clock, and the councillors of Prague, or who was in charge at that time, were not happy about it. So apparently they blinded him, so he couldn't make any more clocks. So it drove him mad, and apparently he committed suicide in the clogs of the clock. So it's cursed the clock so that anyone who tries to fix it or repair it or maintain it is driven mad.
Wow, that is a pretty disturbing story.
I love things like that though, because when you come to places like this, because of the history, and it is positively medieval, and it's like something out of Brothers Grimm, isn't it? But I love it. I love like folklore and unique stories attached to buildings like this. I mean, is it real? Who knows?
Well, it's a pretty impressive story either way. So.
Yeah, but I feel sorry for anyone who goes to mend that clock.
Yeah, I don't want that job.
No, me either.
I think we'll continue on our little journey.
Yes, let's go. Absolutely everywhere, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
They're very expensive.
That's it, but I think a lot of, I guess that type of thing is expensive wherever you go.
Because some of it is like we just went in the souvenir shop. We didn't film in there because it's a bit quiet. We thought it'd be a bit odd, but it is a proper tourist trap.
Yeah. I think what was it? Charging about roughly £10 for a glass, like a pint glass.
So I've seen something.
Yes.
You know, you love me. Look. You'll see. You'll know what I mean as soon as you get out to it. How heckin' cute are they?
Oh, the Winnie the Pooh Russian dolls. They are really cool.
They're amazing. We thought we'd stop for a little chat.
Yeah, it's been a bit windy, so it's not had as much time to talk to you.
Yeah, so what you would have just seen is going across the famous Charles Bridge, so you can see it's a big old pedestrian bridge. There's a lot to look at, some really intricate statues on there as well.
Yeah.
I think it was built again around 1400s. I don't have as many Charles Bridge facts. I did look it up, and I think it is named after King Charles, naturally, but there was a bridge before that from, I think it would have been before the 1400s when it was rebuilt, but it was like devastated by flood, so then it was rebuilt and later named the Charles Bridge.
Interesting.
But it's a nice walk, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Like, it was very quiet when we went across just now, but when we last came here it was very busy, I guess because of the day maybe, but it just seems really nice because the city seems like quite empty, so we can I guess take some more time. And
I've noticed there's not like as sort of many I say street vendors in the lightest tone, but you know, when you go to a lot of tourist places there are sort of those tourist traps where people want to take pictures of you in a parrot or things that people coming up to you, and that it's not, I assume maybe because of COVID or just because of the weather, it is cold, that's not as much of a thing, which is fine. As long as your family say no, they do go away. It's just something to be really conscious of when you come here. It is kind of rife, and you can see there's a lot of tourist traps like the sweetie shops and things like that, and if that's what floats your boat, by all means, but they are expensive, and well, you can, if you want some sweets, just go to a supermarket and get them for like £1. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. There's cheaper ways of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. But then sometimes we fall prey to it as well. Sometimes we like a tacky gift or doing the traditional touristy things. So
of course.
whatever you fancy. We are going to head over to the Lennon wall now. So it is just a famous wall full of graffiti, really. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of it, and it's a really good place to take some pictures. You used to be able to write your own graffiti on it. So I think it was from about the 60s. People used to write like love poetry and things like that. And then when Lennon was assassinated, it turned into more of a mural about him. And it's just a sign of what he stands for, I suppose, and love and peace and all of that lovely stuff. So we're going to have a look. Probably take some Insta pics as you do. And then I think there was a pub as well. I can't remember if it's called the Lennon pub, but there's a pub just across the way, again sort of a Beatles memorabilia, and based around John Lennon. So I think we're going to go in there, warm up a little bit, and then continue our journey.
Let's go.
Come on in. So, disappointingly, the Lennon pub was closed.
Yeah, we walked past where it was a few times and not realising, because it's no longer called that anymore, so we was walking backwards and forwards.
I know, we passed it 3 times, but we've stopped off at a place called Porky's. It's like a little, I guess, like a little pub they serve food. I mean, we're not eating in here, but naturally we've got a pilsner.
Yeah, I mean, the food does smell really nice though.
It does, and I'm getting a bit hungry, but we're going to try and find some cheap eats on the way up to the castle, aren't we?
Yes. So what are you getting?
White chocolate looks nice. So does pistachio or caramel. How much are they? What's that?
60.
What is that? I think it's another just plain.
Maybe.
That's a pocket money, please. Oh, it's so warm.
So what one to go for in the end?
I've got the white chocolate.
It looks good.
It does look good, look. Obviously you can get it with ice cream, but it's a bit too cold for that.
It's just a big hole.
It's just, it smells so good. I'm just going to get right into it. How much was it? I paid 80 for this because of the white chocolate. So that was just over a couple of quid. I love them. They're just so good. Getting the taste of the culture there, Rich.
Yeah, Fanta.
So we need to go back this way. Prague Castle. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it was quite shocked when we got up here because we had to be searched.
Yeah.
Ellie was saying the reasons there's a lot of police presence is because the
President of the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so his office is just here, so obviously it's heightened security.
And the Bohemian crown jewels are hidden here somewhere as well. So that's what I mean. I thought it was obviously a tourist can visit, but I didn't realise it was still in use.
Yeah.
Public, so it's a public place. I just don't know the crack.